All right, I'm going to continue my rant on the genius that you have to make great decisions, the genius that natural healing and natural eating and natural food is, and how not genius it was for Dr. Oz last week to say all the crazy things he said in support of the commercial food production industry, which is really what it was. It was a commercial for the commercial food production industry. One thing he said, which just really just cut me to the core of my natural healing Dr. Guy thing, he said that the tuna fish sandwich was the equivalent of a 57 Chevy, that it was brilliant and basic. It's like, no, it's really dumb and a really bad idea. And the reason why is that tuna salad from a tuna can, from albacore canned tuna, has methyl mercury. You know what methyl mercury causes, right? Brain damage and immunologic damage and all those things. You don't want to be eating that stuff on a regular basis. As a very rare, maybe once or twice a month occasion, because you just can't help but eat a tuna sandwich, maybe as your doctor, I'd let you have that. But man, I don't eat tuna. We don't feed it to our kids. We just don't do it because it's got methyl mercury in it. That's a known toxin. That is not a classic that's brilliant. That is a toxin that's deadly. There's a big difference. And you need to know when you hear something like that, you need to check that information and you need to make sure that it's right, because canned tuna is deadly. It's not brilliant. And when you hear stuff that kind of starts to shift in that direction, you got to question, what's the commercial motivation behind it? What is that individual getting? And what maybe he just had a really bad week and he was told that, we have a food problem in the country and we need to make sure that everybody feels comfortable just eating. Well, I don't think that's adequate. I think we need to set a higher standard for you. You need to think of your ability as genius. You don't settle for less. Don't go to the least common denominator and eat just whatever's available. You want to constantly upgrade your opportunity. I call it the 80-20 rule. If 80% of the time you eat the very best you can and you fight for it, and you do that, then 20% of the time you can kind of get away with eating German chocolate cake out at the restaurant. You can go to a really nice restaurant and have some dessert. You can eat, maybe it's not North Pacific salmon, maybe it's farm-raised salmon. Not my recommendation, but 20% of the time I think you have a little bit of wiggle room. If you can follow the 80-20 rule, you'll do well, but don't make your life 80-20 the other way, where you go least common denominator and 80% of the time you just take whatever slop's thrown your way. Don't do it. You're worth taking care of yourself. Use the 80-20 rule to your advantage. 80% of the time do the very best you can. Shoot for a higher standard. 20% of the time, have some fun with it and even cheat if you need to.